Hi, welcome back to the Hallway Pass podcast. I'm Jenna. We have Charles, Imani, and Abilene in the back.
Hello.
And then
Michelle.
and then this is my son.
Hello. I'm the graphic design pathway teacher.
Yay! Okay, so this episode is gonna be about we already filmed a basic college application one with Shire, so now we're gonna be talking about art colleges specifically and the process for those types of programs. So for the first question, what is the process of applying to an art school?
Usually they require a portfolio, and the requirements differ slightly depending on the college. So you would have to actually look up.
So do your research.
Yes.
A lot of research. Yep. Okay. For what is the general process of a portfolio? Because I know for every what type is it, program, there's something different. So what is the general?
Most will require something with anatomy. They'll require some sort of piece with landscape. They'll require something with probably I'm drawing a blank. Still life, and then usually some sort of creative piece. And it's usually somewhere between 12 and 24 pieces, I believe.
Oh
it's a lot. Yeah, you do not want to wait till your senior year to build your portfolio.
No procrastinating.
My mistake.
Did you apply to an art school?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you want to? I did, but I thought community college was the better pathway because I was going to get my 2 years paid off, so might as well.
Yeah, art colleges are very expensive. That is one thing.
Oh, okay. So save up, apply to the Cal Grants and the scholarships and everything. All right. Do you have a question? Sure.
Okay.
Something.
How would you start to make a portfolio? Where do you get started on that?
I would recommend you start either 9th or 10th grade. And if you have, I would recommend you make a list of which colleges you want to go to. And then you can, from there, look up online the different requirements. And typically there's going to be probably 5 to 10 that'll overlap, regardless of the college. And I would start with those, start knocking those out first. And then after that, you can start looking at the specific requirements for each college.
All right. So words of advice: start looking into what you want to do early.
Yes.
9th grade. Oh. 9th grade, I was still just trying to get my assignments in. Applying to a college or thinking about that's scary.
Yeah.
Even me, I'm still undecided. Oh.
Yeah, it was overwhelming in junior. It was overwhelming in junior.
Oh, junior year was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so hard.
Yeah. That's why I say start early.
Okay.
That way you have time.
I think we should also talk about what kind of high school classes you should take too to prep for a portfolio.
Oh, yeah.
And what do you expect from incoming students that want to make a portfolio? What is your pre-expectations that they should already know?
Also,
Yeah.
forms of art, photography,
I think regardless, even if you're going to do tattooing or you're going to go to an art school, foundational art is key, because before you can break the rules, you need to know the rules and know how to apply them. So that would be my advice.
I know for tattooing, you do the apprenticeship and everything, and it's a lot of repetition.
It is.
A lot of you have to perfect your circles. You have to do so many straight lines. It's a lot of.
I mean, before you even get to do that, you're probably cleaning the studio.
Yeah.
And
you're the little cleanup assistant.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Setting up the stations and doing whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So think about your decisions. All right. Do you have any general tips on how to improve art, whether it be photography or just fine arts, traditional, digital?
Practice. Practice makes, practice, really. With anything. I mean, it just takes time. So as tedious as my warm-up sketches were.
Oh, I liked them.
They're meant to give you time to practice.
I did improve from those.
Yeah.
Charles didn't do his.
No, you didn't.
Posted on the project.
I saw that.
It was that noticeable, Charles. I did them.
I did some of them.
I remember I was like panicking because I thought I turned it in late when in fact I turned it in like 5 minutes early because I took the day off and I was like,
Oh.
I still have to turn it in. I got it in on time. I don't think you gave me a 4 though.
Wait, what would you say is better? Like, what if someone is like a mediocre artist? Would quantity over quality matter or quality over quantity?
Quality. Yeah, always.
I feel like quality always matters because you can have a whole bunch of drawings and they're all trash, or you could have like 1 or 2 really, really detailed, like good ones that stand out.
Yeah.
Like you don't go to a gallery just to see a whole bunch of crappy art pieces. You know what I mean? I mean, there may be some here, there may be some here and there, but like that's not what people want to see.
Well, I was asking in terms of submitting portfolios, which you said like to 40 to 50 pages, right?
Usually it's 12 to 24, somewhere around there. Yeah. And you definitely want to meet the minimum requirement. And I would try to focus on quality.
I have a question. Did you did you apply to an art school?
I did not. I went to Cal State Long Beach
Oh.
Yeah. because I was 90% sure I wanted to do art, but I wasn't 100%.
Mm.
And also the cost. It was too expensive.
Oh.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
I-
with Cal State Long Beach, you have your first 2 years is just all undergraduate.
Yeah.
And so you have time to declare your major.
Because I've heard like a lot of people. I'm gonna say this. It sounds bad because I heard it from TikTok, and I know that TikTok's kind of unreliable. But a lot of people said that they didn't necessarily need to go to art school. Like they did try it out, but like if you like know your stuff, you're self-made, you can improve well on your own. Like you have the motivation, like you stick with it. You could make yourself self-made and like go based off of that and make your career off of that. You don't specifically have to go to an art school.
I would agree, except one, education's never a waste. You can
Yeah.
always learn more. But also, depending on what field you're looking to go into, you will not be promoted into
If you don't have that degree.
right higher positions if you don't have a degree.
Interesting. Your question? Anything to add?
Not
Oh,
sure.
actually, yeah, I noticed that too. My mom said that like more and more jobs are more caring about degrees over not like kind of experience, but she's like, because everyone's like kind of going to college now, they're preferring a degree. Like they don't care if you have experience, they want you to have a degree, no matter if you have experience or not.
Yeah, I would say both are good. So if you were going to choose to go to college, try to find like an internship where you're going to have work experience while you're going to school. That would be the ideal setup, in my opinion.
Interesting. Charles, do you want to come on camera? You're so extra. You've been doing so much behind the camera. Do you want to come on camera?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Next one.
You can see I got spirited away.
Wow.
Miss Sun, you miss us. Don't lie.
Miss Sun, do you have any tips on how to improve art or like I don't know.
How about how to improve art and being consistent? Like, how do you motivate yourself?
Actually, I think something like Inktober prompts are really good. Because you don't.
Puts you to do something every day.
Yeah, and you don't necessarily have to think it up for yourself. It's already there, and so they have like a ton of different. It's not just Inktober. They have all sorts of they have like daily
There's
prompts.
like a mermaid.
Yeah.
Oh so basically like Instagram prompts. Those are really fun. I also found that like doing characters that you love is so easy to draw because it's something you enjoy.
Yeah.
And you like after you've repetitively drawn them, it kind of gets easier and easier. So you're kind of still building up your stamina.
Yeah.
Mm, so we already talked about applying to art schools. So since you didn't specifically go to an art school, can you just say like how like the structure of like your art classes that you took?
Yes. I think they were 3 hours. Studio-
Straight art?
Studio class time, yeah. And then for, I want to say they say for every hour you're in class, they expect you to be working 2 hours outside of class.
You know
Every
what?
hour?
I think
what?
something
Maybe-
like that.
I thought Miss
Maybe
Shire
college
said it
isn't
was
for
like
me.
for every hour you have in class, you have to use it.
Really good.
What
Every
Yeah.
credit, she said.
No.
She said for every credit, that's an hour.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Wait, what's the credit?
Like,
Really?
they promise you full time 12 credits.
Yeah.
So you have to put in an extra 12 hours minimum
Yeah,
outside the
Crazy.
classroom.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh my gosh.